All right, time for the next mod. I think it's the next mod for this year. The next, yeah. It is, can you tell what it is? It's a windshield. It's the WRS Sport windshield. It should look the same as that one. And I already opened it. Did not know it was made in Italy. Ordered it from Texas. I actually thought it was made in the US. But it is made in Italy. So that's cool. Glad I didn't have to order it all the way from Italy. So this is how it looks. WRS Sport windshield. I don't care for that, so I got this 3M. I use this. This is like a adhesive remover, so I'm going to use that to try to remove that. First, I got to test it to make sure it doesn't do any damage to it. With this, let's see. So I was thinking it should be about the same size, and it is for the most part. Hold on. All right, I'm back. So what I was saying is it looks like it's about the same size, the same profile. If you look at that, but it's actually a little different. It's a slight, based on where the holes are, based on the holes, it looks like it's a little bit taller, and actually I think a little narrower. I think it's going to be a little taller and a little narrower down through there as well. Huh, that's interesting. It's not. I thought it would be identical in shape. The holes don't. I don't know if the holes are going to line up, but maybe they will. And also, you can see the difference here. See how that has. It looks like a depression, but maybe it's not. No, they're just different. See, this has a depression, the way it's sunken in. These do not. It's almost the opposite. Those actually look like they're, can you see, looks like they're raised. Alright, so, and all four are raised, whereas on this one, that doesn't, the bottom holes have no kind of indentation, or, and that's front and rear, but in the back you can see how that sticks out. So that's going to be interesting. So I think I'm going to try to fit it first before I attempt to remove that. Make sure I like how it fits, and then if it does, then I will attempt to remove that. Alright, so I'm going to stop and do that. You don't need to see me do that. Okay, to install, you have to remove these rubber grommets off of here. See those? So I already removed them off of there. And then on the back side, they have these spacers. And so that's what those look like. These spacers. So you remove those and you insert them into the hole like that. And then that's how they look. So I'm going to remove these other two and put them over there. Okay, so I installed it. You can see it fits perfectly. The screws, holes do align, and that is how it looks from this side. Now I like it. Yes. The dark. This is the dark smoke. Yeah, I think it fits with the look of the bike, the black, all the black that's on the bike. I think the dark smoke now is the right look for this bike. Cool. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to try to work on now is removing. I'm going to take it off, try to remove that, and see how that goes. Hopefully I don't damage the finish, that this is not, so this is supposed to be safe on finishes. I've used it on other things before, and so I think it will get that off, so we'll see. All right, here, actually I can show you, I think you can see it on this. Yeah, you can see the GS had a similar Touratech on that, so that's what I used to remove it, and it didn't mar the finish, but it did leave that outline from where it said Touratech, which I'm okay with. So if this ends up removing the white, but somehow it leaves the outline of WRS, that will look better than that silver outline. All right, so successfully removed the logo. Woohoo! It took about 20-30 minutes of just gradually, oh, I threw it away. I used an cotton swab, and just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I would dip it into that, the 3M adhesive remover. I dip it in that. I poured some in the cap, and so I would dip the cotton, the ear cleaner and swab into that, and then I would go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So it probably took about 30 minutes to get to that. But yes, as you can see, no marring, no effects. It's completely gone. That it does take a little bit of work to get it done. And now you can see how it looks. It looks good. And if we put the original one, the OEM one, up against here, let's remove that. I just put that on there. If you put it up against this, you can see. So yeah, it's a little. The OEM one is just a little wider, and also a little shorter. So I think I'll like the additional height, not from actual wind for when I am sitting up, but when I get into a tuck, I think I'll like having just that little extra coverage for getting into a tuck. So, whoops. So anyway, I think it looks good. I like it. I think it adds more personality to the bike. It makes it more aggressive looking, right? It fits with the black, all the black bits. Now the dark smoke, this seems more in line as opposed to the clear. Yeah, the clear didn't go. This is not, and for people in Europe, this is probably not as big a deal because you can get, BMW offers a smoked version in Europe, which we don't have in the US. So this is, and so for US folks, you can get the WRS windshield, and you can get WRS USA, and yeah, and you can have your bike look even more badass than it already does. Yeah, bitches. Cool. Right? She does, huh? I think so. So, just got one more mod. I got to do still got to do it's not a master cylinder. The brake, the clutch lever. The clutch lever still is the project to do. All right. Thanks, y'all. Bye.